the last time that I'll be making this turn over here, where this thing says Rowan University. And wow, the last drive to the famous parking lot Y. It has been a pleasure parking my car here. It has been a pleasure, guys. If you're a future commuter, you should park in lot Y. If you are going to Bozorth Hall, I will warn you, however, that it is hard to find parking, but as you can see, this is parking galore right now because it's finals and like nobody wants to show up. But yes, it has been a true pleasure parking in this area next to the baseball field over there. Just making my rounds, trying to find a spot, which I found right here. But anyways, now that I parked, this is the last day that I'll actually be here at Rowan University. And so what I kind of wanted to do was just go around and for future memories for myself. So when I'm like 30 years old or 40, I have memories of my time here at Rowan. So I'm just gonna take a video of my building, just remembering my time here at Rowan. It's crazy because when you're an undergrad, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I graduate. I can't wait till I graduate. And then the day finally comes and you're like, wait, I'm graduated. Like, what's next in my life? So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. But I'll talk more about that later. Right now, let's go look at the school. So after I get out of the parking lot, I walk up here and I met with the Bunce Hall building along with the baseball field. As you can see, they're getting everything ready with graduation, with commencement for my class of 2018. I want to apologize because my hair is messy. I'm trying to not straighten out my hair as much, but I feel like I'm having a hard time with my curls. I feel like they're frizzy, so I need to just find the right products to make it not frizzy. But anyways, it's not a vlog about my hair. This is a vlog about Rowan and my last day here. I think I'm just gonna go around and say like a memory that I have of each location. So for the baseball field, I would say a memory that I have is, since it is close to the parking lot where I park my car at, whenever there's a baseball game, I always stop and just watch for a little bit before classes. Like if I come to school earlier, then that's what I'll do. Just watch the baseball games and stuff like that. So that is a memory that I have at the baseball field. And then this building is Bunce Hall. And a memory that I have here is a class that I'm taking this semester. This semester I took the evolution of television with David Bianculli, who is actually a TV critic. And he actually gave me a compliment that I remember. I'm gonna sit down here as I vlog. But he gave me a great compliment this semester that really made my semester, which is, he said that he was really impressed with my papers this semester, and he asked me like kind of like what I want to do after I graduate. I said like I'm still deciding, but he was like if I ever want to write TV critiques or anything, that I would be very successful in it and that I would have a future in it, and he doesn't see why I wouldn't be successful at it. So I was like, oh wow, that's nice coming from a TV critic himself to say that to me. I was like, wow, that was the best compliment I had this semester. And so that's a memory that I have here in Bunce Hall. So I'm just gonna show the baseball field one more time so you guys can see it, and then we're gonna go off to my building, which is actually like 20 feet away. So yeah, the baseball field. I also, one memory here is for my TV production 1 class. For my newscast, we actually took B-roll of this baseball field. So that's also another memory that I have of the baseball field. And now I am taking you guys to my actual college where I'm graduating from, is Bozorth Hall. I never knew if people call it Bozorth. Like I never knew the proper name for it. I just say Bozorth. But yeah. Let's go and see my building for the last time. So this is the Rowan Radio, 89.7 WGLS FM. And now we're walking in. There's always like some type of advertisement. This one says Cinema Workshop, and this one says New Media Showcase. always loved this area by the radio station because I love listening to the music. And then we have a screen back here that always shows us like current events or anything. This is where all the offices are at. This is the department. I'm gonna show each one just so I remember the teachers. So Mike Donovan, he was my TV industry production teacher and also TV history. I've never had this teacher, but I heard that he's really good. This one was my film production 2 teacher. I've never had this teacher. This one was my TV production 2 teacher. She was my film history teacher. I've never had him as a teacher. And this is my TV production 1 teacher. I would keep going down that way, but I don't think I'm allowed there because the secretary's there. But basically, then there's David Bianculli's office, and then the chairman's office, which is Keith Brand. He's the chairman of this department. So yeah, this is basically it. I never have to show up here again. This is the famous auditorium where most classes are. This is the King Auditorium. And actually I can go inside because there's no one here. But yeah, oh my gosh, this auditorium was the first class that I ever had. My first class ever at Rowan University was here, and it was with Donovan, and it was TV industry. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, look at all these students, the teachers over here. And I'm like, it was an 8 a.m. class. Everyone knows TV industry is always at 8 a.m. just for anyone. And it is a mandatory course that we have to take here at Rowan for the radio, television, film department. So yeah, you're probably gonna take Donovan TV industry in your first semester, just like me. But yeah, this is my first class ever, and where I've had many classes. So I'm gonna miss this auditorium. I also know that they hold the RTN meetings here and also cinema workshop meetings here. So join one of those clubs. Bathroom. And then you're walking. This is the other door to the auditorium that I showed you guys. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. South wing. Okay, I'm gonna try to be quiet because I know that there's classes. So yeah, I'm walking through this hall. This is the south wing, and then I'll record like the production rooms where most of my classes took place. I've had a class in here. This is the room 166. I had my film production 1 class here, and my research and criticism class here, and my film scenario writing class here as well. Fun fact, I'm sorry, Professor Mason, I dropped that class after a week because it was too much work for me in regards to the fact that I had already so many classes. But yeah, over here is TV Studio 1. Basically, you take your TV production courses and film production courses here. That's Film 2, TV 1, and TV 2 you take here. This nice cinema workshop every Thursday, which I already told you guys at 9:30 p.m. The equipment room where you rent all of your equipment. And over here is the RTN office where they do all their meetings. And then this is the TV Studio 2. I kind of want to see if I could take you to TV Studio 2 and inside for the last time. Let's see if I get stopped. I'm gonna try to be quiet. This is the audio editing lab. The TV studio's in here. I hear people, so I'm not sure how far I can get, but let's see. Yeah, there's people inside, so I'm not going in there. But yeah, I always have the memory in my head of the TV studio. But yeah, this is basically my entire school, my entire building. I forgot to record this, the film editing lab. There's one more section that I missed, which is just a line, like a hall with classrooms, but I took my sound comm courses on this class, so I'm gonna show you guys before I leave. It is basically this hall, and it is in this lonesome classroom. The Media Lab, room 132. Can I go in? Wow, yeah, it's actually opened. It's actually open. So this is the classroom where you take all of your sound comm classes. I took sound comm 1, sound comm 2, and podcasting in this class. So for sound comm 1, that was actually my first semester as well, and I took that class with Perello. I think it's his name. I think he's an adjunct professor here at Rowan University. For sound comm 2, I took it here as well, and it was with O'Reilly, and that was like last semester. And then this semester I took podcasting with the chairman of our department, Professor Keith Brand. And yeah, it was very exciting. I enjoyed it. And I never shared with you guys my podcast, my podcast. So I'm gonna share with you guys. As you guys may or may not know, it's pretty obvious I'm a Christian. And so obviously my podcast was Bible based, and I really enjoyed this. So yeah, this is the classroom. Bye bye classroom, it's been real. Gonna miss these Mac computers. I gotta invest in a Mac computer. I don't have one. That's definitely an investment that I want to make. Bye bye class. I think it is also cool that they show all the awards that we've ever won within the school. I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can see all the achievements that this department has at Rowan University. Wow, look at all those awards. It's cool. And yeah, that was basically it for my building. That was Bozorth Hall. And I'm glad that I could show you guys, and now I have something to remember where, like, when I'm 50 or 80 years old, whatever, I can look back in this video and be like, oh my gosh, that's 23-year-old self me. That's 23-year-old me. Yep, let me just show the last sign before I leave. Bozorth Hall, it's been real, bye-bye. Oh, so many memories. This is my building, y'all. My humble building. Deuces. After you get out of our building, you walk and you see this beauty here. Just like nature, wherever, benches. If ever I was early to class and it was a beautiful day, this is mostly I'm talking about spring semesters, you would catch me here on the bench. Just like sitting down, listening to the birds chirp, or like doing my homework or whatnot. I know that I'm barely here on campus, but because I do travel an hour here, I'm always on time because I have to like keep in mind there could be possible traffic, or I gotta get parking, so I always come early. Yep, that is Memorial Hall over there. Back here, just to give you guys perspective, that's Bunce Hall. Over here, I believe this is the business building, right? Yes, if it's not, I apologize. This is Savitz Hall, which is the administration building. Over here is the library. I might take you guys to the library because that's another area that I frequent a lot. I'm not sure that I can talk most of that. Oh my gosh, my hair's just so messy today. Afterwards, I'm gonna talk to you guys. So I probably will get a room. Yeah, I'm gonna go try to see if I can find a study room in the library where I can tell you guys more about my thoughts as I think about my last day as an undergrad. Wow, Savitz Hall. This building actually brings a lot of memories. Because for my TV production 1 class, we actually filmed our PSA here, and it was in regards to the Office of Career Advancement. So I do have a lot of memories in this place with my group members, which I had such a great time with you guys. I'm sure you guys did the same. I'm gonna show a video of this beautiful Henry M. Rowan. I'm gonna miss him. Henry M. Rowan. This statue. I'm not gonna see you anymore, my friend. Oh, I fear that you might die and get old and die. You're gonna get older and die and rust. Oh, Mr. Henry, has been real. Bye-bye, friend. It's hilarious because at the end of every semester, it's a tradition for me to come all the way to Sabbath Hall and wave Mr. Henry goodbye. So that was my final wave to him. Goodbye, Mr. Henry. I hope that you have a great life. You know, and I hope that you keep Rowan secured. Oh my gosh, I was about to leave without filming this area here, which is the scene of my first short film ever, The Boy, that I recorded in my film production 1 class. I have to show you guys. This is great memories. Route 322. It was so fun. We had such a great time. And if ever I become a future filmmaker or wherever life takes me with this degree, I'll always remember, hey, you know, that was actually the first setting. You can make a film in any location. You know, you can make a great idea and be inspired by your surroundings. And this is the library. Ta-da! The Keith and Shirley Campbell Library. Wait, let me stop walking. Yeah. I'm gonna try to find a location here and we could talk about my future plans. Okay, so I found a study room here in the library. It kind of looks a bit dingy. I don't remember it looking like this, but it's fine. Basically, I just wanted to talk about like what I might do in the future. When I first started school, I'm taking this way back to high school. When I was in high school, I didn't know what I want to study. When you're in high school, like you're stuck in this regiment where it's like social studies and then it's science and then you go to your English class and then you go to your electives, and like I don't think that you're given a lot of creative freedom to decide like kind of like what you want to do when you grow up. So when I went to community college, I swore for a second. If you guys know me, like you know that I am obsessed with skincare and makeup. That's something that has always stuck with me since I was probably 16 years old. So when I was fresh out of high school, I swore that I was gonna be the next biggest dermatologist in the world. Like I was gonna find the cure for skin cancer, and I just had like these future thoughts of me being a dermatologist. And so when I went to ACCC, shout out to Atlantic Cape Community College, I was majoring in biomedicine. But then I shortly realized after taking my first human anatomy and physiology class, I was like, this is not for me. I am not enjoying this at all. I can't imagine doing this as a future. When all along, I didn't want to be a dermatologist. It was a skin esthetician because I like the cosmetic aspect of skincare. So anyways, long story short, because I'm rambling here, I switched over my major to criminal justice. A lot of people actually don't know that. And I took one forensics course class. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this, because I just assumed that because I love watching Cops on Spike TV, shout out to Cops. I love that show. But I was like, oh, I love watching Cops. Maybe I'll be a cop. And I like watching shows like CSI and Law and Order. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a pathologist. But then I quickly realized when my teacher told me that you have to go to school 14 years to be a pathologist, and the money is sometimes not worth it. So if you're going to be a pathologist, like you have to be very passionate about it. So then after I switched from criminal justice, I thought to myself, what else can I do? And I realized that I love to write and I love to talk. And so I was like, I'm going to try communications. And for anyone that's a communication major, you know that there's 4 tracks that you can take. It's either the arts aspect of communication, it's the journalism aspect of communication, it's the radio, television, film aspect of communication, or it's the public relations aspect of communication. And when I was at community college, I was kind of nervous. Like I thought to myself, wow, production sounds so fun and amazing. I think that that's something that I want to major in. But in community college, I was so shy and I just didn't think that I had it in me to do anything with production. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick to what I know, which is writing. I love to write. And so I was like, I'm going to be a journalism major. And I stuck with that. And don't get me wrong, I love journalism. I love writing. I wrote for the Atlantic Cape Review. A couple of my articles got published there. But it was just that I was a student, a journalism student, and I already had thoughts like, oh my gosh, I have to write this paper before my next class. I have to interview these sources and stuff like that. I already had these thoughts, and I'm just a student, a journalism student. So I thought to myself, this cannot be my career. I cannot be a journalist because I'm already loathing it and I'm just a student. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to limit myself, and I don't want to try out something because I don't think that I'll prevail in it. So when I graduated with my journalism associate's degree from Atlantic Cape Community College, I told myself, you know what? When I go to Rowan University, I'm going to apply apply for the radio, television, film department, because that's something that interests me and that I want to try out. And my gosh, I am so glad that I took that fearful step. You know, I was so scared. I saw my classes for first semester: film production 1, TV production 1, sound comm 1. I was like, oh my gosh. All of these production courses, mind you, I have zero experience with production, but I managed to make it and I love it so much and I learned so much. I'm just so happy that I get to graduate as a radio, television, film major. And I know that I am still a novice. I've only been doing this for 2 years, so I'm the novice of the novice. But I think that if you have a passion for something and you're willing to learn, that you can still succeed in it. And so basically that's like my whole journey as an undergrad, just not knowing what I wanted to major in, finding my way along my life. And I really enjoyed my time here at Rowan University. I always tell people when they ask, do you love Rowan? I always say there's two types of people. There's the people that hate Rowan and the people that love Rowan. And I am gladly one of those people that love Rowan, and I feel blessed to have been a part of the radio, television, film department. We have so many great professors who are so knowledgeable in our field of study and who have so much experience. I mean, I think that I'm not the only one that can attest to this. Yeah, so what's next for me is that, as I told you guys already, I have a passion for makeup and skincare. That passion is still there along with production now. And so I want to go to an academy that's close to where I live, which is like 10 minutes away. It's called Jolie Academy. And I want to take up a course in esthetician and makeup. And what I'm thinking is that I can take my passion for makeup and kind of mix it in with production, because I can be a makeup artist for a film set or something, you know? So that's basically like what I'm planning to do for the next 9 months. And afterwards, I want to apply for internships, because I would love to work for a production studio. I very much love film, but at the same time, I'm conflicted because I love television. Like for my TV production 1 course, we did a TV show, and I had the best time ever, even with the newscast. Like everything about TV production 1 was so amazingly fun. I enjoyed it. I know I'm a geek. I'm raising my hand. I'm a geek. But I had a great time. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm kind of like nervous and excited because I've been going to school nonstop since kindergarten, like nonstop, like kindergarten, and then middle school, and then high school, and then community college, and then university. And now it's like for the past 18 years, no, not 18. I can't do the math. Let me see. For the past 17 years of my life, I have been going to school. And so to see that I no longer have to go to school, it's like I've always had a routine: summer break, fall semester, spring semester, or first half of school, second half of school before summer. And it's just like I'm gonna enter into this new era in my life where it's like, wow, come this spring, come this fall, there is no more school. It's like I'm excited but nervous at the same time. What I'm most excited about is the fact that time is on my side. Finally have time to do whatever my heart desires. Don't get me wrong, I love school, but it's time consuming, especially for a commuter such as myself that I drive an hour, and the fact that I also work. So I've been working and going to school nonstop since the age of 17. So I've been doing it for the past 6 years, and it can get a little, overwhelming sometimes, but I enjoyed every minute of it. One thing that I want to take away and that I want to continue to do as I continue to grow and see where my life takes me is that I want to remain present. In every aspect of my life, I just want to be present and enjoy the moment now. Because I find that I tend to think a lot about my past decisions that maybe I could have done better decisions with, or to think about my future. Where's my life gonna take me? What am I gonna do in 3 months? And stuff like that. I'm just gonna learn how to be present. Yeah. So I'm sorry that you heard me rambling. I just want to get that out there. Yeah, and I'm excited. I graduated. I officially graduated from Rowan University. I have my bachelor's in radio, television, film. And it's just amazing, this accomplishment. I'm so excited. And, I'm just excited to little by little, check off the accomplishments in my life because I am a go-getter, very ambitious, and I love trying new things. So I wanted to mention that I am not going to walk for my commencement. I know people are like, oh my gosh, you're crazy. But I just never liked those type of things. I feel like, for me, this is me personally, this is my personal thought, but to me, it's like a waste of time for me because it's just like I'm just walking across for like 5 seconds and shaking people's hands, and then that's it basically. I have memories already because I took my graduation photo, so I had that memory. I had this vlog-esque memory of my time here. And so yeah, I just, come May 9th, I would be officially graduated from Rowan. So I'm very happy. And oh my gosh, congratulations to the class of 2018. We are here. We made it. We are on the map. And I'm so excited to see where my friends are going to be in the future. And just, even if we didn't speak or anything, like, I'm like watching you guys and I'm rooting for you guys. And I can't wait to one day watch a movie and see some of my classmates' name on the credits. Like, that's gonna be so rewarding in itself. I love to see people succeed, and hopefully one day you will see my name pop up in a credit in a movie or a television network show or whatever. Let's see what my future holds. So yeah, this is Dianita Quinones signing off. Bye guys.